Welcome to the $4 million Strategy, the best 4 minutes in business for strategy and tactics that you could apply to your business today. Very excited to have with us Louis Scott. He is the founder of 8-Figure Firm Consulting. He also is a speaker, author, and an excellent consultant. Encourage you to take a look at what he's doing. Today, our discussion is operations. How can we maximize our operations for the businesses that we're working with?
Many years ago, I thought I was a ambitious, entrepreneurial CEO, and I always desired that. And it's funny because I do own a business. And so to some extent, I'm a founder and a CEO. But I realized very quickly that I wasn't the prototypical CEO. I didn't have the ADD gene, and people have joked about how if you don't have ADD, go get it, right? Because that's what makes you a great entrepreneur. I didn't have that. I didn't have shiny object syndrome. It was very easy for me to pick something that I wanted to do and focus on it immensely. And what ended up happening is that as I started to work in businesses the last 15 years, I always found myself in operations. And when I think about operations and I think about how to make them efficient, the key points to this is your people, your processes, and your accountability. And when we're thinking about efficiency, it's usually the lack of it is because of your people or your processes or your lack of accountability. And so how do you develop a business that is efficient and operates well? To me, there's a couple of keys. Number one is knowing the type of person that you need to work in the process that you're going to be placing them in. Many times we don't put the people in the right place. That's the phrase, right people, right seat. And I think finding that person is absolutely critical. Number two is training that person in the way you want them to work. Many times we bring people in. I hate this expression. I want a plug and play person. There's no such thing as a plug and play person. They may have all the experience in the world. You still have to train them. So training them properly. Number three is having a process where when they plug in, it's a no-brainer as to what comes next. And sometimes we plug them into chaotic processes, and that causes an inefficiency in our organization. And the last thing is accountability. Oh my gosh, people hate accountability because they view accountability as a sense of micromanaging, not letting people do what they need to do, or maybe it's disciplinary in a sense. But I heard my mentor many years ago, he used to tell me accountability is the respect we show to our fellow workers, that we care about the work that we've asked them to do. And I think that's absolutely brilliant. When you take that approach into the conversation and you say, I'm only holding you accountable because I care about what I've asked you to do, it makes the conversation flow a lot more easy. It makes it flow easier and better for everyone. So the three big things are your people, are your right processes, and the right accountability. If you do that, you're going to create an organization that runs efficiently and maximizes the profit for you as an owner.
I love those three aspects that you talked about there. I think they are brilliant, and especially that last part right there. The accountability is a challenge, right, for all of us. But having a different view of it, as opposed to not just about discipline, but caring, right? That's what we're talking about there. Is how do we care about the individual, caring about our customers, and caring about those who we work with. I think that's excellent insights. Louis, thank you so much for being part of $4 Million Strategy Podcast. And to anyone else who's listening, I encourage you to subscribe to our $4 Million Podcast. How we get great people like Luis to be on the show is by you subscribing and referring to others. Thank you so much.